I just finished watching the reunion. And I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to keep it real. Right is right and wrong is wrong. K Capri is the one that caused all the drama on that reunion set. Okay? She came there to fight. And she did what she did. And I'm going to tell you something. They're going to throw that lawsuit out. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, it's your girl, Miss Ann Little Cole. I'm checking in from the May TVP 2.0 Entertainment and Reviews channel on YouTube. And this is about the Joseline's Cabaret Las Vegas reunion part 1. Okay? Now, I said I was going to watch it and do a review, and this is what it is. Now, this is not going to be as detailed as it normally would because I want to get to the core points and the core scenes, but I want to do a full detailed review this week going live on my main channel, okay? So what we're going to talk about is the intro. The intro, I actually liked it. It was Joseline as well as 4 of the girls in the cabaret, which is Jordan Monroe, Lollipop, Raven Diaz, and Black Diamond. And they was dancing to the theme song of Las Vegas Cabaret, Welcome to Vegas, which the song grew on me. It wasn't like Live Your Best Life. It wasn't like Red Velvet Cake. It wasn't like the other songs, but it's grown on me, okay? So the intro, how they packaged it and put it together, it was nice. How they was dancing and everything. Like, for me, I could do without the nudity and so forth. But the dancing and stuff, those girls, I will say, are pretty good. Yes, Chanel should have been there. Lexi Blow should have been there. Riri should have been there. And I would say even K Capri should have been there. But if you follow the reunion, the season, you will know why those 3 aren't there. Okay? So afterwards, we basically get the intro and we see, the credits and everything. And then you see them go to the trailers. It's just like every other reunion that is done and packaged on Zeus. They go behind the scenes. You see what they're going to talk about when they get to the stage. You see the cast members, and then you see the host of the reunion, and then you see the main person. Okay, so in this case, it's Joseline's Cabaret, Las Vegas. Now, in this episode, you only see Joseline performing. You don't see Joseline sitting down and talking, and you're going to find out why towards the end. So first, you see Riri talking to K Capri. So she's like, oh my God, bestie, I haven't seen you in so long. Oh my God, because they always talk on the lives once a week, and they was talking a lot of BS. Mainly K Capri, not really so much Riri. Riri was just co-signing. So what happens is that Riri just really wants to talk and get things out off her chest. She really wants to talk to Lexi Blow, and she also wants to talk to the girl Lollipop, because those 2 really was going at it. But K Capri was talking about how she want to fight her, all this stuff, how she want to, do whatever. Like, she came there to fight. She called her a Dyson refrigerator. I mean, she called her everything but a child of God. So we then see Lexi Blow getting her lace front together and prepared, and her wig and everything. They put the cap on it, and she's talking to Amber. So Amber said, "What you want to get off your chest?" So she's like, I want to talk to K Capri, because K Capri talked about my kids. And me and her basically, which they did because I saw all the lives, they basically had a convo where she was like, don't talk about my kids and don't bring up my family. Don't bring up my money. If you want to talk about me, you can do that all day. But when you bring up my kids, you cross the line. But K Capri was like, I don't give a F. I don't give a F. This is how K Capri rolls. So what happened was Amber kind of felt not upset, but she was kind of like taken aback. And she was like, because she thought that Lexi Blow was going to talk about Joseline. Because if you really think about it, Lexi Blow was not dancing with them. So she probably expect, well, how come you're not going to talk about Joseline or confronting her? But Lexi Blow was like, I'm not saying anything regarding that, because Amber didn't answer that. But she was like, I'm just not feeling it. I just want to get things off my chest and I want to move on. I'm not coming here to fight. And rightfully so. Because if you know Lexi Blow from season 2, she was really like one of the most classiest people. She did not fight until she got to season 3. And she really fought Gaia because Gaia picked her up and threw her down the ground. And she was upon being a peacemaker. And she's a Libra. And Libras really don't lay hands. But if a Libra has to, they will do it. But Libras don't go out their way to fight. Case in point, Will Smith. So, moving along, you basically see Diamond, Raven, I'm going to call her I Am Raven, and you see Lollipop. So, they basically talking about who they going to handle. They go down the list. Number 1, the main chick, they going after Amber. Because Amber was talking on the lives. Then, Lollipop has it really out, really more so for K Capri. The Amber, having an out for Amber, she don't really have an out for Amber, because in the beginning, up until Amber and K Capri got cool, there really wasn't a problem between Amber and Lollipop. But it was always a problem with K Capri, and I believe that it was because K Capri alluded to the fact that Lollipop wanted to have a liaison with her, and K Capri declined. But I'm not really buying it for some reason. I just don't see it. I could be wrong, though. Another thing, too, Diamond and Iron Raven, they got along very well with K Capri. But she turned on them because of Amber. Amber's the catalyst for a lot of this stuff. And I'm going to get to that towards the end. Now, Black Diamond said, she got me painted as a racist. But you was driving in my car within a month. Because remember, they was going on tour and they was dancing. And you being really friendly with me and you dropping the N-word. And Iron Raven was like, exactly. And this is what I was saying. I was saying that the way Black Diamond was saying the N-word, putting the E-R on it, made her put herself out there and painted herself as a racist. But Amber was doing that, in my opinion, to throw things off, because Amber came in that house being a bully, okay? But Diamond shouldn't have said it. She shouldn't have said it. But now this girl is going to always have this racist towards black people label. She's always going to have it. So that's really the main reason why she want to beat her ass. Iron Raven want to beat her because they was going at it in the house through the whole time. So she just really wants to beat her up. Lollipop want to fight K Capri. Now, going to the next scene is Gaia Love, Jordan Monroe, and Miss Wet Wet. Never thirsty because I stay wet. She basically was like, so who are you, looking forward to seeing the most? Because I know who I am not looking forward to see. Because, we have a loose animal running around here, if you know what I mean. And, is somebody going to put her on a leash? Somebody going to, basically, handle her because I'm not dealing with it. I'm just paraphrasing in so many words. So Jordan was basically laughing because Jordan was the real person that was a peacemaker. Never got into any conflict whatsoever. Everybody liked Jordan Monroe. Gaia is a special case. I don't even talk about Gaia. I can't do it. But anyway, Gaia was basically like, I don't know, I don't know. All I know is that, hell is a dark place. So Miss Wet was like, you got your Bible and holy water. Are you going to throw a bitch down on the ground? Because, with that animal, you can't do it because K Capri is 6'3". So she basically was like, hell is a dark place. Hell is hot. It's a hot place. And Miss Wet was like, well, do you got your Bible and holy water? Because she was carrying it basically throughout the whole season in so many words. So Gaia, she don't want to smoke with K Capri. Because really, Gaia is the main reason why K Capri and Miss Wet Wet had that fight in episode 4. Because Gaia was showing her I don't want to say it in this word, but she was showing her afro on top of her vagina, and it was all over the place. And Miss Wet Wet was, laughing about it, and it was really provocative, and there was no need for Guy to do that. Okay, and then you talk about Jesus and God and everything, and so that's what led to that fight. Also, Miss Wet Wet said, I want to talk to Riri because she made a comment about me. Henny was basically trying to say that I was like, I didn't really matter in so many words. And it was somebody else that she mentioned. I don't think it was Amber, because her and Amber, she gave up on Amber. She talked about Amber on Maher's channel. If you know, he's the one that do the reviews for all the shows on Zeus Network. He's really good at what he does. Really cool guy. She basically was like, Amber is fake and phony. And I agree with her, because Amber came into that house as a bully because she picked on Miss Wet Wet. But Miss Wet Wet got her own. I'm going to tell you something. They need to give Miss Wet Wet her own show. Now, moving along, we're going to go back to the scene with Amber, Lexi Blow, and we're going to go with Henny. So Amber's like, I came here, like, I want to fight all them hoes. Because that's what Henny asked her. But she said the main one I want to get at is Joseline. Like, how you gonna call me the N-word after I already beat a bitch's ass for calling me the N-word? Now, Henny and Amber are very tight, okay? But here's the thing. Henny gave her that look like, you really still on this BS? Like, you got a problem with her saying the N-word. And so Lexi Blow was like, but Amber is black. And so she was like, no, she's Puerto Rican, but she identifies as Afro-Latina. Now, I think it was Henny that actually said she was black. But Lexi Blow said she identifies as Afro-Latina. And she was like, well, I don't care. She's not black because she don't speak African-American. And so Henny said, Amber, I told you before, Puerto Ricans are a mixture of Spaniard, Indian, and African, which is true and correct. Okay? I'm not Puerto Rican at all. But I have relatives on my father's side who are half Puerto Rican and half Cuban, because my grandmother was Cuban. So, and spoke Spanish fluently. I can trace my ancestry back to Spain, because my great-grandfather's father was from Spain, and my grandmother's mother's grandfather was from Spain also, and went to Cuba. But Henny is right about that. However, the whole use of the N-word was something that Amber was sensitive about, but I think she was only sensitive about it for the show. I don't think she was really about it, because Amber was not treating those other people right who were black. Amber started that whole thing to get clout. I'm going to get to that to the end. So Henny, I don't believe after the show is over, I don't think her and Henny's going to be that close, because Amber doesn't understand the culture of a person can be from Latin America and be black, but they're not a foundational black American. You understand? Joseline never once denied her being black. She's always, from the time she was on Love and Hip Hop, she's always said, I'm black. She comes from Ponce, and she comes from a section where they kept the blacks in Puerto Rico really down and horrible. They had them in public housing. That's a whole nother story. I can tell you that. Growing up in New York and knowing Puerto Ricans who are black, I can tell you the stories. It's horrible. It's really, really bad. That's why many of them migrated to the U.S. But that's another topic for discussion. So we get back to Kay Capri, and she talks about how I was exploited on a show. They called me a man. They basically said that I look like E.J. Johnson. The whole transgender thing. And as a lesbian, I feel that I was exploited and I was treated bad. And la 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 la. And Riri is kind of sick of it too. And she was like, when I see Joseline, I'm gonna get her. But when I see Lollipop, it's on sight. Like, she really want to get Lollipop. That's why I think K Capri wanted to have sex with Lollipop. I think it was the other way around. But anyway, we get to the part with Jonisha John, who is the wife of Lemuel Plummer, who is actually a journalist, a television journalist in her own right. She was on the Tempo Network. She even did shows hosting on other networks. She's from USVI, and I believe she's from St. Croix, and she has a degree in journalism. Also, too, she always hosts the different reunions as well. Now, she finally meets Brittany Renner, and Brittany Renner's like, I'm so excited. You know, I love Joseline's Cabaret, and my favorite is Lexi Blow and Wet Wet. You know, I just so love her. And Jonisha John's like, everybody loves Wet Wet, which is true. I like Wet Wet. Wet Wet is colorful. She, like I said, she'll have her own show. I think she's a breakout star if you ask me. And so what happened is Jonisha John tells her, you're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a great time. You're going to get to meet Joseline. It's going to be some crazy moments. It will be some fighting, but you're going to enjoy it. So Brittany's like, I can't wait. I'm excited. I can't wait to see, because I love seeing T and A and P. So she's into the tap, okay, if you get my drift. So she's getting her hair done, and then finally the ladies come out, and they walk out on stage. But I want to make one statement. The one person that is missing is the winner of last season, which is Chanel Stowe. She wasn't treated right. She chose not to go to the premiere of Joseline Cabaret Las Vegas. She didn't want to she's no longer associated with the show, but she stated that they did pay her and she did get her money. And she got that. But she has no affiliations with the show whatsoever. I'm going to talk about that within the week. So, what happened is that they walk out on stage. You see them in their gown. Everybody is dressed for the most part, except for you see Jordan is bedazzled. She looks nice with her like her magenta outfit. You see Miss Wet Wet with her signature titties out with the pasties. She does have the bikini top, but she shows off the pasties and everything because she has to showcase London and Paris. And then she has like a blue like jumpsuit type of dress with the sleeves. The dress itself is nice, but I'm not into titties like that. So I have my own, so I don't need to look at another female, if you get my drip. I'm not into tap at all. But you see Diamond, I Am Raven, and Lollipop, they come in there not casual. They come in there just throwing on whatever. Like, at least Diamond was like fashion forward with it. But I Am Raven, she did have the pasties on with the blazer. But Lollipop, you couldn't be fashion forward with your casual look like you want to beat a chick's ass. I know you wanted to fight mainly K Capri, but you couldn't be fashion forward with it. Oh, hell no. I was disappointed in Lollipop's look. I really was. Because I would have been like, girl, I could have hooked you up with a fashion forward, want to beat a bitch's ass outfit for a reunion. So the other side, you had Lexi Blow came out with her pink dress with like a V with like the silver metallic, strings, whatever. Really nice. They said it was from Fashion Nova. It was still nice. The dress wasn't really iron though. That's a whole nother story. It was a little wrinkled. She had nice shoes on. The hair was stellar, in my opinion. Then you had Gaia came out. I'm not, she had a teddy bear. She's special. Then you had homegirl Amber. She had on pants with shoes. I don't know what she was wearing. Then you had Henny. Henny's dress was nice. Then you had Riri. Okay? Riri was dressed like she's an A-list celebrity, wearing all white with the black shades and the bedazzled sunglasses. I was like, that's how you show up to a reunion. Letting them know you already going to be a star. Then K Capri came there dressed like New York City summer of I would say summer of 1999, summer 2000, on a rainy day, with a sweatshirt, some shorts, like gym shorts, and some Timbs with red socks. Now, she even had on a ski mask with her makeup done. The outfit was hooked up. Like, that's like, I'm gonna beat a bitch's ass type of outfit. But you come out there and you ready to fight. They introducing Brittany Renner. They introducing the girls. And so Brittany Renner's like, I feel that it's like really tense in here. And so the girls are basically, most of them want to, cut the ice. But Lollipop is like, we came here to settle things and talk. And so K Capri says what she got to say. And she's like, yeah, because, a lot of y'all bitches was talking on the gram. Pause right there, because what Diamond and what I Am Raven said, you was doing all the talking. And rightfully so. Those two girls never said nothing. They never talked about you. You threatened those two girls, K Capri and Amber, but not so much K Capri. Amber threatened those two girls the entire time for the season. And those girls said nothing. Lollipop did speak out and say, when the reunion comes, I'm going to beat K Capri's ass because I'm sick of it. It was a reaction from her. But the other two, they didn't say anything. They waited for the reunion. And you know who else waited until the reunion? Joseline Hernandez. Amber and K Capri plotted to fight. And guess who stood up first? K Capri. 6'3" and all. But guess who made the first punch in her face? Lollipop, who's probably about maybe on a good day 5'5", jumped at her and punched her in her face. Okay? And let me tell you something. That girl ain't no punk. And I'm going to give her that. She was like, come on. She was like, I want this. You've been talking about me all this season. You've been talking about me on the gram all the season. And then, what's her name jumps up? Amber. Because Amber, K Capri is Amber's handler. That's a whole nother story. I'm going to talk about that this week. She fights Diamond and I Am Raven. All that talk, she wasn't really getting any licks in. Okay? Then they had to pick up Lollipop, but then Lollipop falls because she's trying to get Riri, because they had issues too. But I'm going to tell you something. Even though she fell and K Capri laughed, I give her respect because she held her own. She said, when I see her, it's going to be on site. And she made the first punch in your face, K Capri. Why you didn't hit her? You doing all that talk, being boisterous, being bully on your bully shit. But Lollipop got you in the face first. She ain't no punk. So Joseline doesn't even come out in this episode. Joseline comes out next episode, and you're going to see, and Joseline going to say what it is. Those two was jealous of me because I dropped them from the cabaret because they was talking a lot of mess on the gram. And that's what really happened, because K Capri, Lexi Blow, now Lexi Blow's situation is a little different, but K Capri and Riri was on the tour, but y'all association with Amber Ali got y'all kicked off the cabaret. Y'all two fucked up. Not so much Riri, because Riri will bounce back. But K Capri, nobody's going to ever cast you on a show. You caused all this mess. Okay? And Amber, I'm going to say this. You the one that started all the drama on this show. Black Diamond, I Am Raven, Lollipop, Miss Wet Wet, Lexi Blow, Henny. I can't think of anybody else, really. Jordan Monroe, even Riri. Okay? Chanel Stowe. Those girls could have did that reunion without you, Amber, K Capri, and Gaia, and there would have never been any beef. You brought that drama there. And for that, they going to throw that lawsuit out. But this is your girl, Miss Anna Loco. I'm signing off. Thank you for listening to the commentary. Please hit the like button so we can beat the algorithm. Subscribe, comment, share, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Deuces.